Back to another resonance guide for Bloodhunt. In this video, I am going to be going over the Saboteur archetype. And once again, we are going to be starting in the archetype selection screen so that I can go over the perk that I highly recommend you use. So for the Saboteur, the perk that I use, and this is one that you should be using for both Saboteur and Prowler because they both have access to it, is the athlete perk. What that's going to allow you to do is climb up walls twice as fast as you normally would without it. If you are leveling your Saboteur and you don't have access to this perk yet, because you do have to be level 18 to use it, you see there, then I highly recommend using the melancholic perk, because that's going to let you start out with 2 of the purple resonance, which when you play when I play Saboteur or when I play Prowler, that is the first resonance that I go for level 3. So, go ahead and start that. Again, this is actually take 2 of the video. But, you know, we got the drip here on the Saboteur. Looking spiffy if you ask me. Now, one thing I want to mention here actually is you want to take advantage of for Saboteur is the invisibility. Now, I'll go over that a little more when I get into the match. But if you just crouch for about a second and a half, then you will turn invisible. Now, if you are somebody who has never played Saboteur before, highly recommend you play Saboteur. You should be playing all the archetypes at least once, but you want to make sure you play Saboteur because there are a lot of players in Bloodhunt, both, you know, players that play regularly and new players that will walk past an invisible Saboteur, or there'll be an invisible Saboteur on their screen, and because they don't know what they're looking at, they walk right past them or they don't see them, and the Saboteur ends up getting the drop on them. So highly recommend you play it, understand what it looks like, get a good idea of it, so that that does not happen to you. It's pretty easy to see the Saboteur when they're invisible if you know what you're looking for. But, you know, highly recommend you you play it at least once. Oh my god, the drip. The drip on this guy, man. Look at him. Oh, I gotta take another screenshot. There we go. Try to get him when he's looking to the side. Good thumbnail right there. Alright. So, the first resonance that I go for, as I was mentioning before, and I did spawn next to the melee store because I usually go for the melee store so I can get that katana. It's sweet, sweet katana. But the first resonance you want to go for is the purple one. What that's going to allow you to do is it's going to allow you to use your Q ability basically every 10 seconds. The cooldown's actually 12 seconds, but it's a 2-second cooldown, or it's a 2-second ability. So you basically have a 10-second cooldown. And if you combine that in conjunction with the athlete perk that we took in the perk screen, you are going to be able to go up walls extremely fast and be extremely mobile, which if you're playing Saboteur or Prowler, mobility is your best friend. It's what's going to keep you alive. And honestly, if you're playing either one of these archetypes, you really shouldn't even be trying to fight anybody until you get the purple resonance to level 3. Because you're going to have a hard time. You will struggle. And as I'm playing this match out, just pay attention to how fast I go. Because you can go really, really fast with Saboteur. I'm talking really fast. You really get the zoomies when you get to level 3. Got that. Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and down this guy. I believe that is a real player right there. Also, bonus Little thing you get if you play Sabo, the Q ability is really good in conjunction with melee because it allows you to close the distance on somebody, which I will display here. You can throw your bomb, pop that. He has no idea where I'm at. Get close to him. He doesn't know I'm behind him. He jumped away, so put the melee away. Got him. Alright, so I got enough resonance slots here. Now, if you're somebody who is competent, or, you know, you use melee and you know what you're doing, I highly recommend if you're spawning on a sword store like I am, or you get a katana, you want to get choleric as your perk. If not, one I recommend you get after you can increase your survivability is sanguine, so you get the health regen, which is the pink one. We're gonna kill this guy again. It's sanguine. Also, one thing to keep in mind, since I keep getting blood hunted, now's a good time for me to go over. Let me shoot this guy quick. I'm gonna go over the invisibility passive that Saboteur has. Let me see here. Let me finish getting sanguine first. This is something very important to keep in mind, okay? So, when you play Saboteur, if you are blood hunted or marked by bats by a prowler, and you crouch down and go invisible, this is what you look like. You're not invisible. You will still be highlighted as long as you are crouching. Now, for the duration of your Q ability, you cannot be seen. So for those 2 seconds, it allows you to not be spotted. You know, you won't be highlighted. Only for the duration of your Q ability, okay? If you crouch down and you're invisible like this, you're still highlighted. People can still see you. That goes for the bats as well from Prowler. If you get hit by Prowler bats, you still will be visible to the Prowler and their teammates. Alright, so, assuming that you are not somebody that goes for melee, after you get sanguine, what I highly recommend is going for the blue resonance so you can get your bomb. And it's going to allow you to spam your bomb, which is an excellent pressure tool. The bomb is actually really good to use against Enforcer and Warden because they don't have very much mobility, so it forces them to use their Q ability or reposition. I mean, the repositioning aspect of it can really be used against any archetype, but it's especially effective against Warden and Enforcer. Now, before I forget, let me go over this little tip here. If I can get back here by myself. I just heard a player there. So, if you are using Athlete, which is a perk we took, again, it makes you climb up buildings faster than you normally would. It's about twice as fast, which is good for catching up to somebody that may be running from you, or running from somebody if you get weak and you need to disengage. And now, if you use your Q ability and go straight up the wall, it is about the same speed that you would go up if you were just using Athlete. So what you want to do, if you are going to use your Q ability while you're going up a wall, is go up the wall diagonally, or you know, like a zigzag. And basically what that's going to do every time your character actually jumps up the wall, so that little motion right there, see that? See where he's like actually in the air off the wall? Anytime your character does that, you are going to go faster if you're doing it diagonally. Because that is actually the part of the ability where the athlete's going to kick in conjunction with the Q ability. Now that you got your resonances, which, to be honest, if you want to fight somebody, you really only need the purple one to be able to fight somebody and not be losing early on. Once you get sanguine, you're pretty much good to just ride out the rest of the match. The bomb perk is really just one you would get if you pretty much want to guarantee victory and just completely remove the possibility of losing the match. Really quick though, let's go over the cooldown of the bomb ability, gas bomb. It's a 10-second cooldown at level 3. phlegmatic or blue resonance. And one thing to keep in mind is that the bomb goes off if anybody walks inside that circle, but you can also shoot your bombs. You can actually shoot them in midair too and make them go off early. So keep that in mind. And you don't take damage from your own gas. Your teammates don't take damage from your gas either. If you are somebody that is new to Bloodhunt and you did not know that. You can also shoot other Saboteurs' bombs while in midair. And actually, really quick, since I'm already Bloodhunted due to it, you gotta be careful of where you throw your bombs, okay? Because if you throw your bomb and a civilian gets hit by the smoke, you're gonna get Bloodhunted. And these bombs, I'm not 100% sure on how long it takes for them to disappear. But if I throw my bomb at this woman and I leave and another player comes and she's still standing next to the bomb and he shoots the bomb and it kills her, I get Bloodhunted, even if I'm way down here on this side of the map and my bomb's all the way up here. So be mindful of what you're doing. For the whole duration of that smoke, if a civilian runs through it, you will get Bloodhunted. So be mindful. That's also a way to counter Sabo, is if you see a bomb on the ground and there's a civilian standing next to it, shoot the bomb. You know, it's ironic because the person who shoots the bomb doesn't get Bloodhunted, only the Saboteur does. Keep that in mind. I'm just gonna give you guys a tip because back when I first started making a name for myself in this game, I used to win every match. Every single match. And when I was doing that, I was playing Saboteur. Something you want to do as a Saboteur that's very effective is, and this is, you pretty much want to be playing the zone on any archetype. That's how you win matches. I'll go over that in a video dedicated to strategies to just win the match. But what you can do here, what you want to be doing as Saboteur is, this guy real quick. Okay, so you know, normally what you want to do, it's gonna come off as scummy or whatever to people who don't win matches, but for you, those of you who want to win matches, literally just get in the zone, crouch up, and just hang out. You can spend the early portion of the match running around, killing everybody, getting your resonances, but at some point, for instance, right now, when you see the last zone, literally just come, chill, hang out. What you can do, because Saboteur is naturally for trapping spaces, just start setting up your bombs in the zone at places that you know players are going to hang out. So for instance, I know a player is probably going to come down here. If it was a more populated lobby, somebody would probably be there. More than likely somebody would come over here. You can have a decent amount of bombs out. You can have multiple bombs out at a time. I think it's like 4, maybe just 3. I'm gonna find out here in a second. But literally, just start throwing bombs, man. And if you got the level 3 of the blue, you get a bomb like every 10 seconds. I believe this is the cooldown duration we determined. He literally just starts throwing bombs out. Okay, you can have 3 bombs at a time. You get your 3 bombs set up. I'm gonna chill out right here because this is a pretty common spot for players to come to. Now, this might be a bot that's in here with me. I don't know yet. But I'm literally gonna chill here. I'm gonna go get me a bowl of Lucky Charms. I'm gonna come back to my computer. I'm still gonna be crouched up here. May even have somebody walking around up here with me and not know that I'm even up here. Which I think it's a bot, based on that gunshot. He's over there somewhere. Literally just post up, hang out. Very effective strat. Keep in mind that, look, while you're invisible, you see there's an outline around you. You can still see the shape of your character. It's the same thing for if it's another Saboteur. This is what it looks like. So familiarize yourself with this. This is what it looks like against the wall. I don't think this guy sees me. He doesn't see me. Well, he's gonna see me now. He actually didn't see me. I came out of it because I took damage. But as you can see, this guy has no idea I'm here. I'm literally right next to him. This is what I'm talking about. This is why you want to make sure that you play Sabo at least once. But he saw me there. So deflect action. He's got deflection going on too. Got him. And there you go. I won the match. Sorry about that. My overzealous niece came in here wanting to show me something. But yeah, there you go. So that's some easy strategies for playing Saboteur. I almost lost that match because I was trying to let her know to go out. But you know, pretty easy stuff. Just get your purple resonance. Use athlete if you have the ability to do so. It's like the best perk you can use for Sabo or Prowler. Get sanguine so you get your health regen, and then after that, get your bombs. I mean, you can really go any route you want to go as far as getting your resonance goes. You just want to make sure you at least have triple melancholic or the purple one when you start out. That's going to allow you to use your mobility and stay on the go, and that's going to help you win your fights. So thank you again for watching the guide. Hopefully it helps you out if you're a Saboteur player or ever wanted to play it, and I hope to see you in Prague. Okay, cool, done.